Good evening and welcome to the 49 News Fall Semester Finale.
We will be taking a look at campus news, local news, and some worldwide news. I'm Danielle Weinhofer.
And I'm Grace McKenna. 49 News starts right now. A University of Delaware graduate student was arrested on November 24th. The student was charged for illegally possessing a machine gun. The weapon was found after a traffic stop on his vehicle, where he then refused to comply after the officers had probable cause to search the vehicle. After the search, a detailed manifesto was found with preparations of an attack focusing on the University of Delaware Police Department, including how weapons would be used and how to avoid discovery after the attack was carried out. If the student is convicted of the charges, they face up to 10 years of imprisonment. Following the arrest, Interim President Laura Carlson sent out a message focusing on student safety and the fact that there is no threat to the university at this time. The student has been fully banned from the university properties, and the university has worked with both state and federal law enforcement. She ended her message with reminding students Warner Hall is open for walk-ins this week from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and the University Police Department is fully staffed 24/7. Students are encouraged to report any suspicious activity to UDPD on the LiveSafe app or contact the department directly.
As the winter season arrives, the UD Office of Emergency Management shares how decisions will be made regarding delays or operational changes due to weather. The office priorities safety for students, faculty, and staff, taking road and side work conditions into account. If the office decides on a delayed start to university operations, any classes scheduled to start before campus opens will be canceled. The Office of Emergency Management recommends students download the LifeSafe app for updates regarding winter weather. It's that time of year. Students are anxiously awaiting the upcoming break and holiday season. Ava West went to learn more.
With the holidays approaching, University of Delaware students are eagerly awaiting the upcoming break. Social media has appeared to have a heavy influence over what people are asking for this holiday season, with some people beginning their wish lists as early as October. Let's talk with Dr. Kaplan about his insights on the recent dilemma.
Influencers are interesting because they become sort of role models for people to measure themselves against. It probably leads us to compare ourselves to ideals more than we would otherwise, right? You're always looking at somebody who you think has everything figured out, and then it sort of makes you realize what you don't have figured out.
After talking with Dr. Kaplan about the media's role in gift giving this holiday season, let's talk to a few students to see what they're asking for and why.
I seen these, I'm obsessed with sharks, and I seen these PJs on Instagram the other day, and I was like, I need them. And I sent them to my mom immediately and was like, I need these.
So I'm asking for a suit of armor because I like suits of armor. I collect them. So another one would be awesome.
I'm asking for these glass coffee cups for homemade coffee that I saw on TikTok Shop.
Although there is a wide variety of options to ask for this holiday season, one thing is certain, and that's everyone is awaiting the upcoming break. From 49 News, I'm Ava West.
After securing 6 wins this football season, the Fighting Blue Hens are bowl-bound. With it being their first season at the FBS level, Delaware will discover their fate on December 7th when all bowl games are announced. They are one of 4 programs in FBS football to ever advance to a bowl game in their first season, with 6 other than 6-win teams previously missing out. English professor Matt Kinzervik has reimagined what it means to write to his students in his first-year writing classroom here at UD. He's teaching students how to use AI critically and ethically. After 27 years teaching here, the professor shared that he was really concerned that there's so much discussion about students using AI to do their writing for them, and that the English courses have not changed with the time. Instead of prohibition, Professor Kinzervik is showing all of us here that there are beneficial ways to use AI in the classroom.
University of Delaware alum Grace Leon is being honored with the Public Relations Society of America's highest honor, the Gold Anvil Award. Leong, now CEO of global PR firm Hunter, first discovered her passion for communications here at the University of Delaware and even revived the school's PRSSA chapter. Nearly 4 decades after winning the organization's top student award, she is celebrating a full circle moment in a well-esteemed career. Morris Library at the University of Delaware has been undergoing construction, and for this quiet area, some students are confused why. Natalie Rulio went to check it out.
The question on almost every University of Delaware student's mind: what is going on in Morris Library? Reconstruction has taken over Morris Library since June this year. Blocking off stairwells and creating noise, no one seems to know what this construction is for and what the result will be. The project manager stated this reconstruction is an expansion of the Special Collections area, which the UD community and people all over the world use. UD has both online and physical special collections, ranging from botanic collections to Delmarva collections to Delaware postcard collections and more. Shelley McCoy has information on it all.
Special Collections is a department in the library that houses all of our rare and unique items. So for most universities, Special Collections is really what makes us distinctive. Special Collections currently is located at the far end of the atrium. It's kind of a dark gallery. People see there's something there, but they don't know, am I even allowed to go in there? And so this renovation is really going to make all of Special Collections not only visible, but accessible and welcoming. You know, the atrium's one of our most popular study areas. People are going to be there, right? They're going to see what's going on. And so for students to feel comfortable enough, we will have succeeded for this project if we get more students going in and saying, tell me about what happens here.
After hearing about the purpose of this renovation, I am outside Morris Library to speak with students to see how they feel about this construction.
Yeah, it's really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even go on the 3rd floor, I go on the 2nd floor, and that's where I hear a majority of just hammering or whatever they're doing. I think the renovations are pretty disruptive, and as a freshman you want a space that's quiet, easy to lock in, study. And with finals coming up, the distractions and it's all kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, I've seen the construction going on. I haven't spent too much time in the library. It's not really where I study that much, but I know it kind of bothers a lot of people that go in there.
We do include student perspectives whenever we do any renovation project, and this wasn't any different. It's definitely a disruption. We tried to have all the noisiest work happen when we're closed. We've put out earplugs in the library to try to prevent the sound. And then there is pictures on the wall over there to tell you what's coming.
The University of Delaware received a donation to help bring this project to life. It will have a new reception desk, reading rooms, collaboration rooms, and a collection space for research. A renovation committee, including both faculty and student representation, was created to highlight all perspectives at UD. With the renovation plan starting in 2018, it is predicted to be completed for students to utilize this April. For 49 News, I'm Natalie Rulio.
After 50 years in business, Grassroots on Main Street is expected to close this upcoming September. Owner Marilyn Dickey announced on Small Business Saturday that she does not plan to renew her lease. Dickey opened the store with her late business partner, Vanna Taylor, in 1975 as a gift shop following her move from California. The store has moved many times over the course of its history, from a storefront at the State Theater to the spot of the current 7-Eleven and its current location at Main Street and Academy Street. Dickey noted the struggles with online shopping and her reluctance to selling the shop to a stranger as she reasons closing the store. Grassroots is a staple on Main Street and will surely be missed. Former foster care youth in Delaware are getting a life-changing chance at higher education through a tuition waiver program. The state-funded initiative covers college costs like tuition, housing, and meals for eligible students at UD, Delaware State, and Delaware Tech. Officials say the program removes financial barriers and helps these young adults focus on their dreams, with 5 students already graduated.
The University of Delaware has ended the city of Newark's long-running tradition of displaying a 20-foot Christmas tree on the Academy lawn. The city will still hold its one-day Winterfest on campus, but the large tree will now be displayed in front of City Hall for the rest of the season. The decision came amid growing pressure from residents to add a menorah to the holiday display, a debate that led to months of behind-the-scenes discussion between the city and UD. City officials say they are developing a policy to allow a menorah and other holiday symbols at City Hall, while some community members remain disappointed that a decades-old tradition is ending. Now on as temperatures drop, people are preparing for flu season. It's not too late to get vaccinated for the flu. This winter, make sure to keep washing your hands and stay home if you are not feeling well. If you're having a hard time breathing and having chest pains, go seek care immediately. Most importantly, keep your hands away from your face and your mouth. Now, for our Blue Hen weather update, here is 49 News meteorologist Sienna Casa.
Good evening, Newark. I'm meteorologist Sienna Casa with the weather. Every year, the Department of Geography and Spatial Sciences hosts the Mather Lecture. It's an event that honors the memory of John Mather, who was a professor that taught geography at UD. This year, I attended the guest lecturer Jonathan T. Overpeck, Dean at University of Michigan School for Environmental and Sustainability, gave a talk about building a more sustainable and just world. He mentioned how the planet is being pushed towards the tipping point. However, there is still hope. Another student who attended said, quote, "I like the Mather Lecture because it teaches people from all over the importance of battling climate change." Looking at the drought monitor, Newark is in the light orange, meaning it is in a moderate drought, with most of the rest of the state being abnormally dry or in the bright yellow. Here are our local conditions. This afternoon was almost freezing at 34 degrees. Currently, it is even chillier at 28 degrees, and it will be the same temperature around tomorrow morning, so make sure to wear a warm coat. Looking at the overnight forecast, the temperature will drop to 29 degrees. The sun started setting incredibly early at around 4:40 p.m. and will rise at around 7 a.m. Now let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Tomorrow and Friday will be partly cloudy with lows at 30 and 20 degrees. Saturday will even receive some showers throughout the day. We'll reach highs in the low 40s on Monday and Tuesday. Finally, Tuesday and Wednesday will be very similar to this Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy, lows in the 30s. Thank you for tuning into Blue Hen Weather. See you next time.
Thank you, Sienna, for the weather update. The University of Delaware is home to various study abroad programs, and many students have chosen to be a part of them. I'm telling you more.
The University of Delaware founded the first study abroad trip by a U.S. institution in 1923. Over 30% of UD undergrads study abroad at least once. There are both semester-long programs in the fall and spring and shorter programs during winter and summer sessions. While abroad, students take academic credits, engage in internships and community service, and sharpen their language and intercultural skills. Study abroad is a great way to learn about different cultures while immersing yourself in a foreign country. Professor Tracy Holden is heavily involved in UD Study Abroad. When speaking with her, she described the abroad programs as, quote, really unique. I don't know another university that does winter sessions like we do. I'm doing my program this winter, and I still get both excited about going and apprehensive about fitting everything in my suitcase, end quote.
The University of Delaware offers more than 100 programs and 40 countries to go to. I asked students where they went and how they feel about their trip.
Last winter I studied abroad in Portugal, and I was really nervous at first, but it was the best experience of my life, and I'm so glad that I did it. I met really awesome people and I did really great things. I totally recommend it. I got to go to Africa while I was there. It was really close to Portugal, so we had a free weekend and we traveled there. And I can now say I've been to 3 continents, so it's cool.
That was one of the best experiences of my life. We traveled all around Portugal. It was a ton of fun and very comprehensive, like lots of interaction with like all the different cultures in Portugal. Also got to go to Morocco, which was a lot of fun. Went there for a free weekend with some of the people in my study abroad, and that was another awesome cultural experience.
So I went to Barcelona in Spain last spring. My favorite part about studying abroad was like immersing into the language, so I was able to speak Spanish every single day and really hone in on getting bilingual and getting fluent. I could not recommend studying abroad enough. I feel like I came back as like a whole new person, as cliche as it sounds. I feel like I learned so much about myself and about other cultures, and when I came back here, everything just felt like a culture shock.
It seems as though students really enjoy the opportunity to study abroad. They get to see the world while learning and immersing themselves in a new culture.
And now for our 49 News Sports Update, sports anchor Ava West.
Thank you, Grace. I'm Ava West, and welcome to the 49 News Sports Update. Today, we will be covering everything from Delaware athletics to the pros. Starting with our Blue Hens, Delaware defeated UTEP this past Saturday 61-31, making them bowl-bound. Time will tell who they'll face off against, but being bowl eligible in their first year is impressive. The Hens will be one of 7 CUSA teams heading to a bowl game this year, alongside FIU, LA Tech, Missouri State, Jacksonville State, Kennesaw State, and WKU. Last Sunday, the University of Delaware women's basketball team beat former conference rival Towson 91-80, which is the most points scored under 4th-year head coach Sarah Jenkins. The record improved to 4-2. The men's basketball team fell to Iona on Monday night, with their record now at 2-5. Transitioning to the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni is taking full responsibility for the team's recent struggles, as they rank in the bottom 10 of the NFL for both offense and defense. Although they still lead the NFC East, something needs to change. The New England Patriots are currently dominating the NFL right now, with the best record at 11-2. Their quarterback Drake May continues to strengthen his MVP case, with his accuracy still shining. In the NBA, consistently at the top of the charts for power rankings this season are the Thunder, Rockets, and Lakers. As for the Sixers, the dynamic duo of Maxey and Edgecombe have established themselves as an electric offense. They fall in the middle of the pack at 10-9. Looking at the NHL, Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly has warned the teams that helmets are mandatory in practice, attacking the trend that has become rather common. That's all the sports updates I have for you tonight. Now, back to the news.
Thank you, Ava. The huge Canadian restaurant chain Tim Hortons is set to open in Delaware at some point this month. The restaurant is stationed in Dover, taking place of Speedway Cafe and serving donuts, coffee, sandwiches, and more. It is currently the only location in Delaware, but that is soon to change. There is a deal that Dover franchise owner Kashif Mushtaq will open 10 more locations of Tim Hortons in the first state. The Dunkin' on Main Street has been thriving due to their stellar management. Many UD students know him as the Main Street Dunkin' King. Now let's get to know the man himself, the king, the man, Manager Patel. Charlotte Vesta went to learn more.
Dunkin' Donuts on Main Street is one of the most popular places to get drinks, whether it's the weekend and you just want a quick place to get food or go in between classes to refresh yourself. Recently, the manager of Dunkin' Donuts on Main Street made a TikTok account showing off all his skills during Dunkin's famous rush hour with all the UD students. His page ended up going viral, and a lot of college students seem to really like the way he does his job. Let's see what some UD students have to say.
I get a cold brew with a splash of zero sugar vanilla. It's a little bitter. If it's too bitter, I put some like Splenda packets in there. Yeah.
I think if I was like a manager, I'd want to be like him, like very on it.
A UD student commented on one of his TikToks saying Main Street Dunkin' King.
I just love making people's coffee, and also especially the rush, you know, and I just like doing my job from the bottom of my heart.
I think he does a really good job making coffees. I feel like Duncan's really hit or miss, and Parth's just, he never misses.
Making the TikTok account, like they told me to make the social media page and all, so we end up making just random social media page, and it turned out in a good note.
The University of Delaware runs on Dunkin'. There's never a dull moment at Dunkin' Donuts on Main Street. Mr. Patel makes everyone feel welcomed and makes sure all their orders are ready to go as soon as they get there.
So the feedback from the customers and the love that we get from the social media, we love them from the bottom of our heart, and we always appreciate the compliments. Hey Charlotte, small strawberry refresher with a green tea. There you go. Oh my God, my favorite drinks, it's medium iced coffee with almond milk, 2 pumps of caramel, less ice.
Mr. Patel wants to thank all the UD students for the support he's been getting. I'm Charlotte Besta, reporting with 49 News.
Delaware has added around 200 new workers' compensation medical providers since June, following a Senate bill that raised reimbursement rates and made treating injured workers more financially achievable. Officials stated the change speeds up less care by lessening pre-authorization delays. About 1,500 providers are now enrolled statewide, with more expected when the law takes effect in January.
Delaware's largest healthcare provider, Christiana Care, has suffered a cybersecurity breach, leaving many patients concerned for their privacy. While the exact number of affected patients has not been made public, the company has reported that leaked data may include names, social security numbers, and medical records such as doctors, medicines, test results, diagnosis, and more. Christiana Care is offering a 2-year membership to credit monitoring along with minor identity protection services to affected patients. Their call line is open for questions Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
A new medical office building is coming to BB Healthcare's campus in Rehoboth Beach. The new 3-story building will feature a surgery center on the 2nd floor with 4 operating rooms in partnership with Lewis Surgery Center, which plans to move to the building. This building is the latest addition in BB's largest health campus in Sussex, joining various other offices. The medical building is scheduled to open in early 2027. We will be right back after this short break.
49 News starts right now.
I'm Emma Schneider here with your entertainment news.
I'm Laura Daly here with this week's weather update. We could see the clouds are moving in to the area as the night progresses.
I went out to find out what students really think.
Let's see what students at the University of Delaware have to say.
Here's what you can do to keep yourself safe during this holiday season.
Sadly, that is all we have for you tonight on 49 News.
It's back. We're back.
Penn Sport Night, your University of Delaware sports broadcasting show.
That team from Boston. Just because they got a leprechaun don't mean they're going to be lucky.
How has your experience been playing field hockey here? How magical was the beginning of the season for you guys?
Who are you rooting for this World Cup?
Probably the USA or Scotland.
Watch the play. I don't think I've seen it though. Yeah, you can't guard them. That's not your body.
It's her first time in 10 years, so we're like kind of at the same level.
Welcome to Real Talk.
What is the best Halloween candy?
You had to play a song every time you came into the room. What song would it be?
This movie's bonkers. Let's get right into that.
Yeah. Do you guys like pickles?
No.
I love pickles. I'm so excited.
You see Kanye West as this icon, as this person, and he said some anti-Semitic things, so it's like, how do you deal with it?
There's nothing scarier than a student-run television show with an audience of 13.
Do you mean bi-weekly?
Don't they look stunning?
What?
I don't want to hold you back. Ow!
What now?
McKinley! Shut the hell up!
Let me just leave these babies here, Ricky, while I head on up to the saloon for the hour. I'm just gonna...
I've been your host, Lauren Kapp, and this is the Bi-Weekly Show.
Yeah!
And now for our political update, political correspondent Jessica Nemec.
Hello, I'm Jessica Nemec, and here's what's making headlines in politics this week. Voters in Tennessee head to the polls on Tuesday for a special House election that could further impact Republicans' already narrow majority in the United States House. Republican Matt Van Epps is favored, but Democrat Afton Bain has made the race unexpectedly competitive after outraising him and benefiting from strong Democratic performances nationwide. The outcome comes as voters cite rising living and healthcare costs as top concerns, and as several upcoming special elections continue to threaten the balance of power in Congress. A nationwide push to redraw congressional voting districts encouraged by President Trump is reshaping the political landscape ahead of next year's election. Republicans and Democrats are each pushing mid-decade map changes, an unusual move with the GOP currently projecting a net gain of 3 favorable seats. Many of these new maps are tied up in lawsuits over racial and partisan gerrymandering, and several states are still debating or drafting new boundaries. With Democrats needing just 3 seats to take the House, the results of these redistricting battles could play a decisive role in who controls Congress. The United States Justice Department is creating a new office focused on expanding gun rights protections. The Second Amendment Rights Section, set to open December 4th within the DOJ's Civil Rights Division, will investigate state and local policies that may limit Americans' constitutional right to bear arms. The move follows a February executive order from President Trump, directing the government to identify any infringements or gun rights. The shift marks a major change in the Civil Rights Division's traditional mission, drawing criticism from the former DOJ officials who say the focus on gun rights departs from core civil rights properties like discrimination and policing. The DOJ says the reorganization will use existing staff and funding and does not require congressional approval. The EU's foreign policy chief, Kaja Kallas, is warning that upcoming talks between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, could pressure Ukraine into making major concessions. European leaders are concerned about a reported United States proposal that would favor Russia, including granting Moscow territory it doesn't control, and limiting Ukraine's military and NATO ambitions. Meanwhile, Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, is visiting European capitals to shore up support as diplomatic tensions rise. President Donald Trump announced Tuesday that National Guard troops will soon be deployed to New Orleans, adding a separate federal immigration crackdown expected to begin this week. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry, who required up to 1,000 federally funded troops to address violent crime, say he expects the Guard to arrive before Christmas. Mayor-elect Helena Moreno opposes the plan, warning it could strain community relations and disrupt local culture. Despite the pushback, Trump has recently attempted similar deployments in cities like Los Angeles, Baltimore, and Memphis. The Trump administration says it will start withholding SNAP food assistance funding from Democratic-led states next week, after those states refuse to provide recipient names and immigration status data. Officials say the information is needed to combat fraud, but governors and attorney generals in those states call the move politically motivated and harmful to families who rely on the program. A federal judge has already blocked the administration from cutting funds over this issue, but the Agricultural Department has until December 15th to decide whether to appeal. That's all for the 49 Political News Update. Now back to the news.
Thank you for the political update, Jessica. Now for some national news. A 19-year-old college student was about to board a flight to surprise her family for Thanksgiving when she was detained at Boston Logan International Airport and deported to Honduras 2 days later. The student, Annie Lucia Lopez Beloza, was brought by her parents from Honduras to the United States when she was 7. A spokesperson from the Department of Homeland Security said in an emailed statement that an immigration judge had ordered Ms. Lopez to be deported in 2015 when she was a child. However, after review of the immigration database, Lopez's lawyer could not find any record of her original deportation order. Lopez told the Globe she is now worried about how she will continue her education. 18-year-old Anna Kepner was found dead on her family vacation aboard the Carnival Horizon cruise ship. Her death has now been ruled homicide by suffocation as the FBI investigates Anna's death. Authorities have not announced the suspect a person of interest yet. However, Anna's stepmother revealed that Anna's stepbrother has been eyed as a suspect. Anna's aunt also believes that she fought back before her death and is frustrated there is still no arrest. A tragic shooting near the White House that took place on November 26 is drawing even more national attention. West Virginia National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom was killed and staff Andrew Wolf remains in critical condition, though officials say he has shown promising signs of responsiveness. The suspect, an Afghan national who previously worked with U.S. forces, is charged with murder and assault. The attack has sparked questions about the safety of troops deployed as part of a federal crime-fighting efforts. Investigators are still working to determine a motive. At this time, Andrew Wolf is showing signs of positive improvements. This past homecoming season, Blue Hens of all ages returned to the Center for Black Culture to celebrate family, community, and football. But what drives people to come back each year? Amara Harrison has the story.
In 1975, the Minority Center was established at 192 South College Avenue. In 85, the name was changed to the Center for Black Culture, its focus to help students of all backgrounds develop a sense of belonging and community on campus. A big part of this initiative is hosting the annual homecoming tailgate. But homecoming is a special experience for many reasons, so come along with me as I document this year's get-together to find out why.
Today I'm at the CBC to cover homecoming, a decades-long tradition involving family, friends, and food. Homecoming is a chance for undergrad and alumni alike to come together and celebrate community and culture. Let's talk to some people here and see why homecoming is important to them.
Homecoming to me means unity and people coming together, you know what I mean? To like just be together, you know, and have fun. And yeah, just the experience, you know, socialize, all that. Good stuff like that.
What does homecoming mean to me? Homecoming represents unity and culture outside of class coming together to appreciate music, food, and festives like dancing.
While the dancing is definitely a fan favorite event, for alumni, coming back often holds a deeper meaning.
It shaped my life. I wouldn't miss it. I like how it grounded me as a person of color. I like how it grounded me in my sorority. And I just feel like I'll miss something. I feel if there ever is a year where I can't come, I feel like I really, really miss something. I love the fellowship. I love the community. I love my sorority, my chapter. And this is home, the Center for Black Culture, which is right behind us. It raised me. Like I was in that building from freshman year to my senior year, so I wouldn't miss it. It feels good. It feels like home.
The CBC uses homecoming as a chance for people to reunite with the families they made on campus. Now let's talk with an official to learn more about how it got started.
Homecoming at large has always been a traditional spectacle for a lot of universities across the country. So homecoming is not just significant to UD, but when you think about the HBCU traditions, even high schools have homecoming events. It gives the opportunities to come back to their place of study, their campuses, to really celebrate being an alum for the most part.
Come back. Well, homecoming is about community, and I love coming back because it's kind of like a class reunion. I get to see a lot of people from the years above me, my class, so I really like coming back.
Homecoming is just really important to me because I feel like it's a way to celebrate the Black culture that does exist at this PWI, and sometimes it's hard to see it because there's not that many of us here, but this is a nice reminder that, you know, everyone can come together and be united even when the world might be a little bit crazy.
Before I was ever a Blue Hen, I got to watch my older sisters make college friends who would turn into family. This year, I see those bonds continue, and I get the chance to make some of my own. Although college is just 4 years, these memories truly will last a lifetime. I'm Amara Harrison from 49 News, and from my family to yours, happy homecoming.
Now for the 49 News Pop Culture Update, here is pop news anchor Charlotte Vesta.
Thank you, Daniela. Now let's take a look at what's been going on in the world of entertainment. Stranger Things Season 5 just premiered the first 4 episodes, November 26, with the 3 arriving December 26 and the final episode premiering December 31st. Stranger Things Season 5 is set up to be the wildest, darkest, and most intense season of the entire series. This is the biggest battle the characters will face against Vecna. Viewers have been waiting for a long time for the final ending, with suspense every season leading off with a cliffhanger. If you're a Stranger Things fan, make sure to stay tuned for the one last adventure. November 26th was officially the last night of Dancing with the Stars. The couples danced 3 times, a judge's dance routine, an instant dance, and freestyle. The 2 remaining finalists were Robert Irwin and Alex Earl, both couples, gave strong and outstanding performances throughout the night, enough that the final vote was described as one of the closest ever seen. At the end, the winners were Robert Irwin and Whitney Carson. Many viewers were happy, and many viewers were devastated for Alex and Val. It was overall an amazing season of Dancing with the Stars. This just in, Teresa from Real Housewives of New Jersey is officially on good terms with her brother Joe. After a long time of family feud that went on for years, Teresa's daughter Gia encouraged her to let go of the past. Teresa reached out to Joe asking for a private conversation at a cemetery where their parents were both buried. After their private conversation, they brought their spouses together and had a conversation. The group acknowledged their mistakes and decided to move forward. Joe publicly confirmed on social media and expressed that, in quote, "No more teams. They need to act like a family again, and for the sake of the children and shared history." Teresa emphasized she doesn't want there to be history repeated and wants to live in peace and unity for the sake of everyone involved. It's that time of year. Apple Music has officially came out with their year-end wrap-up. Replay 25 allows to check the total minutes listened, total artists listened to, longest artist streaks, and favorite genres. Replays include a summary at the end of each year showing which genres like the most. Rose Smash Hits APT with Bruno Mars crushed the internet, as well as the songs by Gracie Abrams, Alex Warren, Tyler the Creator, Drake, and Sabrina Carpenter. Mariah Carey and Chappell Roan have signed up to perform on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eves with Ryan Seacrest. In addition to them, other famous singers like 50 Cent, Demi Lovato, Charlie Puth, Madison Beer, Pitbull, and New Kids on the Block will also be singing. This year will be the longest telecast in the show's history. Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest 2026 will begin airing at 8 p.m. Eastern, December 31st. Lastly, there is a hold on the Summer I Turned Pretty movie coming out. Months ago, it was confirmed the movie will be out this Christmas, but unfortunately, it is not happening. The final season took place until June 2025, and there wasn't a lot of time to consider working on the movie. Jenny can't wait to start working on the movie and creating more scenes with fan favorite couple, Bonrad, in The Summer I Turned Pretty. That's all I have for culture news. Back to you, Daniela.
Thank you, Charlotte. Some people might be wondering where they are able to see the Christmas lights this year in Delaware during the holiday season. Lucky for you, there are millions upon millions of Delaware Christmas lights that you'll want to check out this holiday season. At a Longwood Gardens, patrons will be able to witness over 500,000 lights. Winterthur will have a luxurious Yuletide display. The popular celebration known as Shellville is back and has a lot of activities for families to enjoy in Rehoboth. For more information, go to DelawarePublicMedia.com. The Gift of Lights holiday show is back for the holiday season as Dover Motor Speedway. The Gift of Lights director Madeline Graham mentioned that there will be discounted nights on Mondays and Wednesdays the first 2 weeks of the show. Each year, displays are changed out, new lights are added, along with new features and scenes. There are about 150 different scenes of lights, which makes about 3.5 million lights throughout the whole show. The show will be open from Thanksgiving through January 4th. When the holiday season begins, many Delaware restaurants embrace the holiday spirit, drawing in customers with special menus and holiday cheer. Included in these restaurants are Wilmington's pop-up bar Blitzen, Starboard Claw Bar's rebranding to Santa Claus Bar, Crooked Hammock Brewery's Holiday at the Hammock, special menu and events, and of course, Klondike Kate's Sleigh Bar pop-up. Students at the University of Delaware are getting ready for one of the longest winter breaks in the country. With nearly 6 weeks between fall and spring semester, some say it is a great reset. I went to find out more. Every December, UD students wrap up finals knowing they won't return to class until early February. The university's calendar includes an optional winter session, meaning anyone not enrolled gets an extended break. For some students, it is extra time to work, travel, or simply take a breather after a busy semester, while others say the long gap can make it harder. Today, we asked students how they plan to spend the time off and what they really think.
It'll be nice. It's like a good rest from all the finals that we're going to be taking, and probably work, make some money over winter break.
While he is ready to earn extra cash, senior Evan Sparks admits that UD's winter break is definitely on the longer side compared to other schools.
I think it's like much longer than all the other schools that I know, but I mean, I'm not complaining about it. It gives you time to, see family and plan trips.
As some students are using the break to visit family or take short trips, others, like junior Erin Belson, are taking advantage of the university study abroad program, a chance the school encourages during this extra long break.
I'm actually going abroad, so I'm going to New Zealand for my major with a bunch of friends. I'm very excited. This is my favorite winter break so far.
Oh, perfect.
But not every student feels the break is all fun and travel. For some, the stretch can seem a bit much, especially for first-year students.
Maybe it's a little too long.
What year are you?
A freshman.
Okay, so you've never had this long?
Yeah, I've never had it, so I won't know yet.
At the University of Delaware, the Optimal Winter Session offers over 850 courses, from general education classes to special electives and even study abroad opportunities, many of them online or hybrid. That means UD's long winter break isn't just downtime. Some students use it to get ahead, catch up, study abroad like Erin Belson, or take the time off completely. Either way, for many in Newark or beyond, those 6+ weeks are a rare chance to recharge or rethink their semester. With 49 News, I'm Danielle Weinhofer. Back to you guys.
Danielle, what are your plans this winter break?
I am definitely going to be going back to work because this semester definitely drained me as a senior, but also spending some time with family. How about you, Grace?
That's amazing. I wish I had a job, but as of right now, it's not looking too hot. However, I'm really excited for Christmas. What are your favorite holiday traditions?
Definitely picking out a tree, for sure. That has to be my favorite. And also Christmas Eve with my family at my grandma's house.
That's amazing. Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight in the season finale of 49 News. Make sure to tune into our next season in the spring semester with a new night. We will be live Monday nights at 8 p.m.
To stay up to date with our cast and crew over our long winter break, make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at 49 News. I'm Danielle Weinhofer.
And I'm Grace McKenna. Have a great night and stay safe, Newark.